Working out to build muscle can feel like a chore. Believe me, I get it. To be blunt, it's uncomfortable. It takes a high amount of energy, and it's an investment of the time you could be spending doing other things. Despite that, I do love lifting weights. The challenge of it, the struggle, the grind, I live for it. But even for me, there are days where it does feel like a drag. And I've been experiencing a higher frequency of those kind of days as I get deeper into my natural bodybuilding competition prep. So, hey, if you've been feeling like your workouts are a chore, I hear you. That being so, in this video, while showing you footage from my latest full body gym workout, I'm going to share something with you that I think will help you to change the way that you feel about doing your workouts. Something that will leave you feeling more excited and motivated to do them rather than like it's a drag because they're a chore. In essence, it's a change of perspective. Before I share it, I want to let you know that my intention is not at all to be preachy. Rather, my hope is that in sharing it with you, it genuinely helps to improve your experience when it comes to working out, as it's something that genuinely helps to improve my own workout experience when I start to feel like they become a chore. If you find this video to be helpful, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out. Okay, let's dive in. When you think about it, the concept of going to a gym to lift heavy metal objects and all sorts of different movement patterns is, well, kind of weird. Think about doing something like 3 sets of dumbbell bicep curls. Since lifting weights in our culture is normalized, we don't really think much of it, but for someone living just 200 years ago, they would probably look at that and think it's pure insanity. You hold an oddly shaped metal weight in your hand and then flex the elbow repeatedly until you can no longer move anymore. Seriously, they might look at us lifters now and think that we don't have our heads screwed on our shoulders quite right doing the whole workout thing. At the same time, as weird as the concept of lifting weights might be, it also comes as a testament to show how incredible the human body is. It's adaptive in its nature. It changes based on the stimulus it's being exposed to. If you are regularly exposed to UV rays, you get a suntan. If you regularly work with your hands, you get calluses. If you eat an excess of energy, you store that energy, yes, as body fat. And if you expose your muscles to increased levels of mechanical tension, you get stronger and build bigger muscles. So, although the concept of lifting weights might seem weird to our ancestors, it highlights one of the incredible capabilities of the human body. That in itself is an interesting perspective when it comes to lifting, and it's leading me into sharing the one perspective this video will revolve around. Okay, so as mentioned, lifting weights is a means of exposing your muscles to mechanical tension, which thereby causes your body to adapt by building bigger muscles. The act of doing so could be considered weird by our ancestors, and certainly an uncomfortable challenge for those of us who do it regularly today. But for others, people who presently live in parts of the world where food is scarcer, living conditions are poorer, and resources like gyms are harder to come by, they might look at our ability to lift weights as an incredible privilege, something that they might never have the opportunity to do themselves, perhaps even though they might have aspirations or desires to build muscle and get stronger. See, that's just it. That's the perspective I think we ought to consider adopting. Lifting weights is a time investment. It takes loads of energy and is, well, painful. But it leads to an incredible amount of good, both in terms of accomplishing muscle growth itself and in growing mentally and emotionally to boot. And despite the struggle of it all, it should perhaps be looked at as an incredible opportunity rather than a chore. Again, my intention in suggesting this is not to be preachy, rather to hopefully help improve your experience with lifting weights. See, if we look at it as an opportunity rather than a chore, then we have the potential to be enamored by a sense of gratitude. Gratitude, which, yes, does take some intentional effort to enact, but leads to the sensation of getting outside of yourself. Instead of focusing more on the pain and discomfort of the self, you shift your focus more on having an opportunity that is available to you and that will lead you to greater good. If you compare focusing on the drudgery of doing a hard workout versus having gratitude to having an opportunity that's available to you, which many people don't have, that leads to a tremendous amount of both physical and mental and emotional growth, which is most likely to leave you with a better experience and outlook on doing it? My goodness, the answer is the latter. To be honest, from my experience when taking pause and attempting to adopt this perspective, it's not exactly been something that has ever completely turned one of my difficult workouts upside down to make it feel like I'm suddenly having the time of my life in an amusement park or something. A tough workout is still a tough workout. But in acknowledging that it is something that I have the opportunity to do and feel gratitude towards, and one that many people couldn't even imagine doing for themselves despite wanting to, it helps me appreciate it more. And the combination of gratitude and appreciation makes the entire process, well, just feel significantly more positive. And it's far better than the alternative, which is focusing on the potential drudgery of it all. So if you find yourself thinking, man, working out is a drag, you could consider making an attempt at changing your perspective around them. Rather than your workouts being a drag or a chore, you could consider looking at them as an incredible opportunity that will lead you to a far greater good, and then intentionally bring yourself or open yourself up to feeling a sense of appreciation and gratitude for them. The byproduct of doing so will probably leave you with a far more positive outlook when looking at your workouts, and possibly even lead you to feel a sense of excitement, joy, and fulfillment about the prospect of doing them. At this point, I would love to know your feedback. Let me know your thoughts and insights in the comment section below. Before this video comes to a close, I want to quickly let you know about the work that I do. When I'm not making YouTube videos or Instagram content, I work full-time as an online physique coach, where I help my clients to accomplish their muscle growth and fat loss goals by optimizing their approach to strength training and nutrition, and I coach them through the process. I've been doing this work for over 7 years and love helping my clients to not only transform their bodies, but ultimately their lives. If you've been considering getting some help with accomplishing your own physique goals, feel free to hit the link in the description below, where you can learn a little bit more about the work that I do and how I can help you. You can even use that link to schedule a free video consultation with me. If you have any questions about my coaching or how I can help you, just email me at sam@jadeathletics.ca. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.